My name is Jeff, and I'm happy to welcome you today to the IRE Product Review Center. Today we're going to be taking a look at the CloverBook Pro. CloverBook Pro from SightCare. It's a 12.5-inch full HD magnifier. It's pretty cool. Let's take a closer look. Alright, here we are up close with the CloverBook. So first of all, you have a really nice, it's only about 5 pounds, light, portable, foldable design. Starts out pretty good to start with in terms of portability. Real easy to fold it back up when you want to use it again. And it even has a little distance camera hid over here. You just pull that out and you can turn it around for self-viewing, turn it out for distance viewing. It's a real handy design on this guy. I also want to point out on the back of it we have an external battery, or a user replaceable battery. It's important you buy something like this and the battery goes dead and that's the whole reason you have to return the product or stop using the product. That seems crazy. This one, you press a button, put a new battery in, and you're good to go. So now looking around, a very convenient place to put the power button on the side here. When you press it, it lights up. It even has the power port to plug in your power right here, and it's a circular plug, not one you have to try to find the right direction on. Just plug it right in and good to go. Have both your power charge and your on switch right there together. You have an HDMI port here for connecting an external screen. There's even an option to put an external screen on top of here, so you can have two screens together with your CloverBook. And we have one to move around to different camera options and other appropriate buttons. Let me turn this around. I really like to point out a few things here. Again, we have wheels for controlling the contrast and the magnification. We have a joystick in the middle for live panning and frozen views. You can see everything that your camera sees without moving the material or your device. We have a text-to-speech button, as well as some others for volume and things I'll show you once we get into the operation. So let's turn this guy on and see how it works. To turn on CloverBook, there's a button on the left side, on the left arm at the top. When you touch it and hold it for about 2 seconds, a green light comes on and the device fires up. So we immediately go into live magnification mode. I can put my material under there and turn the wheel and magnify. I also have the option to pinch and zoom if I like touchscreen controls. I have those options. I'm kind of old school. I like a good old traditional wheel. You have that control. I'm not sure how well this shows up in the video, but you have a nice 12.5-inch full HD screen. You actually have a 4K camera. So you have a really nice clear image for your live magnification. You don't have a lot of ghosting. It's just a real nice magnifier. And now when I turn through the color modes, I have tons of different options. We can go into the settings and we can adjust these and turn them off if we want to. But it's nice, you can go back and forth. That's one of the things I like. If you know, it's, oh, I just missed the one, now I don't have to go through 16 other ones to get back to it. I can just go back and forth. Another thing is it also has a push button on this wheel, because you know you're going to want color sometimes. You're going to look at a photograph or something like that. Sorry, this is a terrible photograph. And then quickly be able to switch back to reading when I get into my favorite reading mode. So you have the wheel for convenience and easily just switch in and out for going between color and your reading. You also have a zoom wheel. You notice I didn't freeze this. I'm able to pan. I can pan while it's frozen, but I can pan around even when in live view. So, you know, most often maybe use this for a prescription bottle or something you're holding underneath there, and you can just move around and use it. Or, you know, if you just want to go down a column more easily and not keep moving reading material or try to move the device, it's a real convenient way to see everything using this handy dandy little joystick in the middle. So that's kind of the basic magnification uses. Some things to point out there is we have wheel controls. So we have some traditional controls on the device as well as a touchscreen. So however you want to change your magnification, you have that option. We have really nice, again, a wheel for contrast colors. And with a push button to move between my reading mode and my photo viewing mode. So just a lot of good features just in the basic magnification. Now let's look a little bit deeper in what we can do once we employ some of the additional features. So if I want to use the additional distance camera, all I have to do first of all is bring it out like that. It's not something that requires a special connection. I don't have to tie into it. It's just there, it's charged, it's ready to go. It'll tilt in different ways so that I can get my distance view from different angles. This will turn so that I can have a self view or I can have a distance view, and it'll switch the modes accordingly for the best view. It's real easy to get into that. I just click a little button on the side here. On the left side there's a small white button. You can press that. It switches to your different camera views. And now right now I've got a view of the wall there. Try to line this up so you can see it. It's kind of cool. Again, you can tilt this guy and get that perfect view that you want to try to get. And I can zoom in there and get a nice distance view. And what's cool here, and I haven't seen this on really anything else, if I hit this button again, it's going to give me some split screen options. So check this out. I've got a red rectangle around the top view. So when I use my controls, those are going to impact the top view. I can change the contrast, do all kinds of things there, and then I can still be looking, say maybe I'm using this to look at the front of a classroom or a presentation. I can see the presenter, see the whiteboard up there, see the smartboard, and also be reading notes down below. And if I wanted to change something down below, I just click on that or I touch it, and then I get a red rectangle around that, indicating I can control that. And I can adjust my contrast, my magnification, and a number of other things in that. So here I have a horizontal split. If I press this button, the camera button on the left side again, this is going to give me a vertical split, if that's a more convenient view for you. Again, I can control each one independently, each view independently. And I do have an option of a second 12.5-inch screen that I can attach to the device up here, so it's a physical split screen. So I actually get one view on this screen and one on the other. I can really take advantage of this feature. If I press it again, I go back to my live reading mode. One of the really exciting things about the CloverBook is that you can actually get an additional screen to go with it. You can get an external screen. It comes with a little HDMI cord. And all you do is you put it on here. It has a piece that folds out. You slide it down in there in the back of the stand. Fits real easy. And go ahead and fire it up. You just have to connect the HDMI cord that comes with it into that screen. There we go. And that's initially going to duplicate my screen. But then I can use the button that I use for my split screen to do all kinds of fun things now. I'll hit this, and now I have a distance view shown on both screens. I can zoom in on that. Maybe I can get in close enough you can see it. And if I hit it again, I'm actually going to get each image on a different screen. So now I have my distance cam, I have my close cam, and the one that's closest to me, I can control everything still here, change the contrast, do everything I want to do. And then I can still see in a distance. Now if I want to control that camera, I just hit it again. Now I've got my close view up here and my distance here. I can zoom in, check out what the presenter's doing. Still have a desk view up here for taking notes or whatever. Really ideal in a presentation setting to have this amazing feature where you just slap on another monitor and off you go. It's very cool. So I'd want to show you that, that unique feature of the CloverBook Pro. Okay, so let's take a look at how the OCR works on this guy. So the CloverBook offers a couple different ways to do OCR. First of all, real easy, if I find some text that I want to have read to me, I just basically get it in view, and once I have the text that I think I want, on the right side of the front of the device there's a little recessed button with a T on it. I can press that. It's going to capture the text and read it back to me.
How to live life to the fullest with safety, efficiency, dignity, and fun.
I can zoom in on that. I can see different views of it if I wanted to see the computer text. Lots of different ways to view that. And that'll give me just kind of whatever's in the view at the time that I want to have read back to me. Now if I have something where I want to do the entire document, so let's say this entire letter page document I want to have read back to me, I can go into the scanning mode. I'm going to hold down the home button. I'm going to bring up some options here, one of which is text to speech. I'll tap on text to speech. It brings up an orange rectangle, makes it easy to see so that I can scan this guy and get the entire brochure just all in one scan. Now there's a T on the screen now I can use, or I can use this same button I used again. I'm going to just scan that and we will get a full page scan.
2019 Seminar Topics.
Let me put that on so it'll read the whole thing.
2019 Seminar Topics. Seminar topics may include
I'm going to switch
Introduction
views.
to Vision Loss, Travel and Transportation, Health and Wellness, Communication and Technology, Recreation and Leisure, Arts and Hobbies, Make the Most of the Holidays, First Aid and Urgency, Daily Living Skills.
There's on-screen controls, or there's also button controls. So I used this T button I've been using to scan to start and stop the text.
Skills, Cooking and Kitchen Organization, Braille Basics.
And I can press that and go back to view the original document if that's what I want to read, whichever view I want to see. But I can easily just scan the entire page and have it read back to me aloud. So let's review some of the special features of the CloverBook Pro. First of all, we have a 12.5-inch Full HD matte screen for great viewing. You've got a 4K camera for reading, and you've got a discrete fold-out camera for self-view and for distance view. You have the ability to scan and read full-page documents. You have a light and foldable design, perfect for carrying around, and a carry case is even included. You have the choice to have traditional controls, or maybe you want to use the touchscreen controls. Whatever you want to do, it's got the controls for you. You even have split screen. You even have live panning. And additionally, you can even add an external monitor or connect